11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A big play there. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott complete to Hilton. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception #1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And some room to work. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown #8 on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First down, Vic. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Choose the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. 52.
On first down, Wilson gets around him. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And some room to maneuver. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts him right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jam, jam. Wide, get wide.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Vick. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, that's caught by Penny. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fournette running right. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Leonard Fournette On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Vick, rush coming, and he's taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed go for it. Vick, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Penny. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Penny. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of a carry, big-time run, actually brings a high and a low to it. The high, of course, is the run. But the low, he didn't quite get to the end zone, just short of the pylon. What do you think he's doing in the huddle right now? Guaranteed he's lobbying for the football.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Penny will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go. Check 50. Check 50. Check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So here's Vic following the interception. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Vick. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
That's right, baby. They don't run it.
On second down now, it's Sanders. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down.
Check three.
On first down, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Buddy up. 51 the mic. He's coming. We got double up.
Vic now. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. Bang out. Fans.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Vic now after the fumble recovery. Escaping nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. And he loses the football a second time. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready. Fight 51. Mike 51. Zoom. Tackle. Mike 51. Squeeze. Go. Check.
A first down throw coming for Vic. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Sanders. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, Vic rolling to his left. Man open, it's Moss, complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. A huge play there on the screen pass. 56 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Last stop.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Penny. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go, big time. Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vic. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Vic. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Vic. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't go.
So the false start will back them up 5. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. One last shot for Michael Vick. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up.